to the 396 Sigma show. Today, we're going to be talking about helping each other. Helping each other. That's going to be the main topic. What I was saying earlier when I didn't know my mic was on, you got to learn to help each other. We done been in this independent situation for so long where everybody hollers independent. But what it shows me is a lot of people don't know how to switch up when the time comes to change. It's like sometimes you can be independent as much as you want to, but when the time calls for a change, you have to jump out of independent and become dependent. Whenever it's independence, it's also dependence. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you don't need help. But what correlates with both of them is timing. Knowing when to be independent, knowing when to be dependent. That's why you got to look at it like tribes. That's why they do so much better than we do with tribes. Because they know when to be independent and when to be dependent. With tribes, they help each other out most of the time. The men go out and hunt. The women cut the fruits, the vegetables, get the cooking utensils ready. While the men go out and hunt and bring back the food. As a tribe, they gonna work together and know what it takes. As an American, we kind of just became straight independent. Everything is about straight independence with America. Oh, I got. But see, when times fall on these times that it is now, when everything done got hard, the rent done got hard, independence done became the problem, you need dependence. I was talking about the 60-40 thing early for people that didn't get in and didn't understand what I was saying about the independence thing early. It's like, hey man, you go from independent to dependent, from dependent to independent. Right now, to make it in this world, you need dependence. You're going to have to depend upon each other. Independence is kind of out right now. But now, let me say this. For the people that can be independent and ain't struggling, this ain't for you. But for the people that need help and need dependence, this right here is for you. Let's just say if you wanted to be dependent, you need help. The way that you master that is working with each other. If you work with each other, it'll be easy. You won't wake up in the mornings, go to sleep at night sweating and scared because you know you got help out there. You know what I mean? Just think about it if you and your friends get together. Because everybody be like, man, I can't live with everybody. I can't do this. I can't live with this person. It's like, well, if all y'all get together and tag along on the rent, something that black folk used to do back in the day, but we chalk it up to now to most of Migos do it. Migos get together. They'll stay. I done seen this. I remember back in the day when I used to be trapping. You know what I'm saying? Not to glorify nothing like that. But back in the day when I used to be trapping, I seen how the Migos, they'll get together. You'll have 2-3 families in a house. And then they'll move along, put they folks in an apartment. They bring the people they gonna help in and they help each other out. The wives cook together, the kids play together, the husbands go out and work together. And they make it. And this is the same thing we used to do back in the day. You know what I mean? But it's like somewhere along the line, we lost this for independence. It's a time in the world for an independent world. It's a time in the world for a dependent world. And you have to understand this. It's like it goes both ways. You got to be, it's a little dependency in independent. And it's a little independent independence. But you have to make it a full circle. It ain't nothing but a cycle that goes round and round. And you back on the round where you gonna have to help each other out. If you got an apartment and the apartment is 1,500 and you got 2 bedrooms, hey man, get you one of your friends in. Hey, somebody sleep downstairs. Somebody get a room. The kids get a room at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to have to learn to live to help if you don't want to struggle. Now, if you want to struggle, I understand. If you want to do it by yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes the struggle make you stronger. But if you want to save some money and keep some money in your pocket, the best thing to do is be dependent. That's why I be looking at relationships and stuff sometimes when they be like, well, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't need nobody, can't nobody say, hey, we can make you want to chill or be with somebody. It's like, it's up to you. But if you, hey, how you doing? But if you want to get along in this world and be able to work it out and make this world work for you, you gonna have to be dependent sometimes. It's like, hey man, sometimes you got to go 50-50 or 60-40 or 30-30 or 40-40-40. You know what I mean? It's like you got to help each other out in what you're doing. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, we just became such a civilization where everything is independent. Oh, nah, I can't help this person. Now I can't help. Man, if you want to make it in this time, you wouldn't have to wake up in the morning and struggle and be like, hey, is this what's wrong or is this what's going on? It's like, nah, that ain't no diddy behind me. With that, man. Y'all the truth. That's me. You know what I mean? This my little TV show. This what I be doing, you know what I mean? At the same time, I got a little artist to draw that little picture for me and stuff. But at the same time, like what I was saying, man, you got to get back to helping each other out, becoming a tribe. The more you become a tribe, the more you'll make it in this life. Without the tribe, you ain't gonna make it right now. With as high as the rent now, when prices go back down and everything go back to being what it was, it's like, hey, you can make it on your own. But right now, everybody can't make it on their own. So it's like the people that can't make it on their own get together and help each other out. You got people just saying they sleeping at Walmarts. People sleeping in their cars. It's like, get with the people that's out there. Come together. Try to get you a house. Who got the best credit? Which one of y'all got the best credit? Which one of y'all can put down on the house and get the house? Stay in it together. Split the rent. It's like it's easy. Sign a lease. Or either make your own contract when you first doing it. Make your own contract. Make you a contract and just say if you're doing 3 years. 3 years is enough time for everybody to get themselves together. If it's 3 of y'all, get an apartment. Stay in an apartment 3 years with each other. 1 month you pay the rent. Next month the next person pay the rent. The next month the next person pay the rent. The ones who ain't paying the rent, y'all split in on the bills when the person paying the rent. Man, you'll have at least 2-3 weeks of paychecks to help each other out. Somebody fall on a hard time, hey, you still at a better odd than falling on a hard time by yourself at the same time. It just, man, it's like we got to learn to get back to helping each other and coming to each other aid. If the government and the politicians and the Senate and all them ain't gonna get together and try to even worry about helping you out, sometimes, man, you got to help yourself. If you help yourself, you won't have nothing to worry about. If everybody get together and you help yourself out, you won't have nothing to worry about. But if you don't help each other out, everybody gonna fail a miserable fall. And when you fall miserable, it ain't gonna be nobody to pick you up because you ain't have nobody to depend on. Sometimes you have to make your own dependence. If you make your own dependence, you'll come out strong in the end. If you're in a relationship, y'all go 60-40. Do a 3-year, 4-year contract. It ain't all about getting married and doing this and doing that. Make a contract. Hey, these first 7 months, I'm going to take the 60%. I'm going to do these first 7 months. I'm going to pay the rent. You pay the bills. The last 5 months, you going to pay the rent. And I'm going to pay the bills. That way, you'll be able to save some money up at the same time. If y'all switching back and forth in every year, the next year, the person that paid the 40%, you pay the 60%. The person that paid the 60%, you pay the 40%. By the time them 3-4 years come, you'll have almost 10,000. You'll have almost 15,000. Say it depends on what type of person you is and how much money you saving up at the same time. It's like you'll have money. You got to be dependent to be independent. You got to be independent to be dependent. Both of them go with each other. Even when it's dependency, you still gonna be an individual. Sometimes when you're in the individual perspective, you still gonna need a group. So it all comes down to being dependent and independent. But it's a cycle that go round and round. You're gonna need each other. See, everybody done been independent so long that they feel like, well, man, I can't live with this person. I can't live with these people. I can't live with these people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you're dependent and everybody helping out, you'll have more money. I just don't be understanding it sometimes. Hey, everybody be like, well, it's this, it's that. It's like, man, be a tribe. The more you be a tribe, the more help you'll have at the same time. The more you not a tribe, you ain't gonna have no help, man. You know what I mean? Just imagine a tribe going on right now. They sit back, everybody helping each other out. You know, you eat, I eat. You hunt, I hunt. You fix food, I fix food. You build something, we build something. That's why the stress levels and everything don't be so high when it's a tribe. But it be high when you independent. When the struggle is just all on you. It's an independence. Your stress levels will come higher. When you're in a tribe, man, you feel comfort. You feel like people got your back. It make you feel like you can do anything. From that dependency, you become independent. But when you just trying to be dependent and rent $2,000 and you making less money, or you making $15 or $13 or $12 an hour, you ain't gonna make it out here, no matter how much you want it to be. So that's why at the same time I say, hey man, look out, be dependent. Get with somebody, make this junk happen, bro. Stop being scared and thinking that, oh, well, I can't trust these. Okay, well, guess what? The Migos, the Chinese, the Africans, the Israelis, everybody's going to pass you. Because guess what? They're going to do it as a group. We the only ones being a nation that ain't doing it as a group. It's like, man, do it as a group. The more you do it as a group, the more help you'll have. The more you won't feel lonely. The more you won't feel like the world is coming down on me. Help yourself out. Help the next person out. The more you keep helping people out, the more you gonna get helped out. You can't make it on your own. Why people out here living at a Walmart when y'all can go get an apartment together, or y'all can go get a house together? Sometimes you got to be in a little struggle to help each other out. Everything ain't just about independence no more. With the times going on, help each other out. Like I said, become that tribe. Get money together. You got a job, you know it's a job opening, get that next person a job. Y'all run it up together. It's like, man, we got to start understanding now. Yeah, it's like I say, we going to disappear. Going to disappear. If we don't help each other out, we going to disappear. It ain't going to be no help. We going to disappear. 50-50, 60-40. Hey, 40-40-20. You know what I mean? You want to be able to survive. Stop just trying to use everybody or use the next person and come together and make it happen. The more you make it happen, the more better off everything will be for you. Be independent to be dependent. When you get your dependency, you can become back independent. You start getting money, you don't got to live with nobody. While you ain't got money, pass it on to the next person. Hey, you get out the house and you be able to get you a house and you can make it on your own and you can survive. Put the next person in the house until they can get out and they can survive. The Migos, like I be telling folks, the Migos have been doing it for years. I remember back in the day when I used to be trapping. Not the glorified trapping or nothing like that. I used to see how the Migos would come in. A family will bring this family in. They'll work together. The wives or the girlfriends, they'll cook and join in. The children will go outside and play with each other or go to school with each other. The husbands will go to work with each other. Then when they get an apartment, the next family will come, move with them, or they cousins and they cousins, relatives, or brothers will come move in with them. They'll work, do what they got to do for a little while. And after power, you see how the dependency become independent. They'll end up getting their own apartment and they'll move on in and they'll, it just keep going until after a while we looked around, most of the black people in the apartment were gone. And it became almost like a 60-40. Migos had moved in the apartment and it's just because they worked together. While we sit back and, I can't stand what's her name, or I can't stand it, I can't do it. Okay, you're going to keep saying that and you're going to end up alone and by yourself at the same time. So that's why I say, man, we got to learn to get this stuff together at the same time, bro. The more we get it together and help each other out and come back to the tribe mentality, that's when you'll feel like you can do anything and everything. When you don't, it's hard waking up feeling like a problem is all on your shoulders by itself. When you can wake up and you get, instead of 2 shoulders, it's 6 shoulders in the house working on the same problem. Everything become easy. But it's just a little nightly dose of the 396 Sigma show, man. Come on, we're going to talk about real problems. I'm going to give advice. I'm going to listen at the same time. But y'all have a good night. And man, we're going to start over again tomorrow.